In this video, I'll be showing you how you can easily automate creating tweets on X.com using AI. In the previous video, we created an extension that uses AI to generate text and images and then post them to X.com. In this video, I'll show you how you can use that extension in your own project. First, I'm going to go to Projects and open the project that's going to be using that extension. Then, I'm going to go to Rule Sets and create a new rule set. We'll call this rule set XPost Generator. Then, we'll go to the Rules tab and create a new rule. I'm just going to name it XRule. On the Conditions tab, I'm not going to include any conditions in this rule so that this rule always matches and our actions run every time this rule set is executed. Then, I'm going to go to the Actions tab and I'm going to add an extension action. Then, I'll click the button labeled Select Extension and pick the extension that we created before. You'll need to check the checkbox and click Accept to agree to the terms and conditions before using the extension. Let's call this action XExtension and fill in the parameters. For the input parameter, we need to add the AI prompt that will generate the tweet text. I took some time and wrote up what I want my prompt to say. It tells AI to select a capability or benefit of AI Rule Engine to write about and to include a link for users to follow. It also includes some rules that the AI must follow so that we only get back the text that we want and nothing else. I'll likely tweak this prompt in the future to include some examples so that we get a wider variety of posts, but this is good enough to be used as a starting point. I'm going to copy this prompt and paste it into the input parameter as a constant. The callback rule set field is used if you want another rule set to be called in your workflow after the extension has been completed. This allows you to respond to the output of the extension, such as logging or handling errors. I'm going to leave this blank for now. The extension also returns the post ID of the post that was created from X.com. I don't need to do anything with this value right now, so I'm just going to set it to ignore. And then finally, for our manage parameters, we need to specify the environment variables that will hold the client ID, access token, and refresh token that we'll use to authenticate to X.com. I'm going to set these to names XClientID, XAccessToken, and XRefreshToken. We'll set the values for these in our environment variables once we've created our environment. Now I can apply the changes to the action, apply the changes to the rule, and save the rule set. Let's create an environment where we can test out our rule set. I'm going to go to the Environments tab. Click on Manage Environments. Then add an environment. I'm going to call my environment name Production. And I'm going to save the project. Then, click on the wrench icon to set up the environment. This will create an environment secret, which you will want to copy to your clipboard. Next, click on the button to install AI Rule Engine to your Azure subscription. This will take you to the Microsoft Marketplace. Click the button labeled Get It Now. It'll prompt you to sign in with your Microsoft account. You can create a free account if you don't have one. Once you're signed in, you'll be taken to the Azure portal where you can finish setting up your deployment. You want to specify your Azure subscription. Then, select or create a resource group that you want AI Rule Engine to be installed in. Also, you will select which region your server should be in. And then down here, you're going to paste the environment secret that you copied to your clipboard from the RuleEngine.ai website. And then finally give your application a name. On the next tab, you can change any of the names of the resources that are going to be created in your Azure subscription, or you can choose to use the default values. Next, you want to check the checkbox that indicates that you agree to the terms and conditions, and click Create. It can take several minutes for the deployment process to complete. After your environment is deployed, return to the AI Rule Engine application. You can now select your environment. If the app still indicates that the environment has not been deployed, you can refresh the page or click the Retry button. Once your environment is available, click the Select Environment button to be taken to your environment dashboard. Now we need a way to get our access token and our refresh token. Go to the Authorizations tab and click Add Application. I'm going to call mine X.com and I'm going to change the authorization type to Pixie. I'm going to set the authorization URL to what is specified in the x.com documentation, and I'll do the same with the token URL. The scopes are going to be users read, tweet write, media write, and offline access. We need tweet write, so we can write the text. We need media write, so we can upload our image. And we need offline access so that the AI rule engine can automatically refresh our access token for us. We can leave audience blank. The access token is going to be named X access token, and the refresh token is going to be X refresh token. This matches what we specified in our manage parameters earlier. To get the client ID, we need to go over to x.com and create an app on their developer console. Before you go over there, copy the redirect URL that was generated for the app authorization. We'll need to add it to our app in their developer console, so x.com knows where to send the user after they've been authenticated. In the x.com developer console, create an app and then go into the app. Then under the user authentication settings, you'll want to select the app permission read, write, and direct message. And ensure the type of app is set to native app. Down below in the app info, you will paste in the callback URL that we copied from the AI Rule Engine website. The website URL field should be a website that you own if you have one. The rest of the fields are optional. If you include them, they should be pages on your own website. Click the Save button to save these settings. You can choose to save the client's secret if you want, but for our purposes, we can ignore this. Next, go back into your app, and you should be able to find the client ID that was generated for your app. Copy it to your clipboard. You can ignore everything else on this page, because we'll be generating our access and refresh tokens through the API. Let's return to the AI Rule Engine website and add our client ID, and then click Save. You'll notice the Authorize button is now enabled. If we click it, we'll launch x.com's authorization flow. The details that you added on the app in the developer console should be reflected here. Click the Authorize App button. This will generate a new access token and refresh token and send those values back to the AI rule engine. If we go over to environment variables, you'll see that X access token and X refresh token were saved for us automatically. We just need to add one more environment variable, our X client ID. Now our extension has all the environment variables that it needs to run. There's just one last thing we need to do before we can run a rule set. Our extension uses ChatGPT to create the tweet text and Gemini to create the image. So we're going to need to add the API keys for those AI providers. To do that, go to Settings, and on the AI Providers tab, you can add your API keys, which you can get from the OpenAI and Google Gemini websites. Once your API keys are saved, you're ready to run your rule set. Go to Rule Sets and click on the button to run your rule set. We don't have any context items that we need to add for our rule set, so we'll just select our environment and click Run Rule Set. Once the rule set is queued, you can go to the logs to monitor its progress. The logs are grouped by rule sets. You can see on here that we have two entries in our logs. The first one is for our XPost generator rule set that we initiated. You can expand this to view detailed logs. This rule set, in turn, called the extension that we selected, which has its own set of logs. As you scroll through the logs, you can see all the steps that the extension took to generate and post or tweet. It looks like it completed successfully, so let's go over to our x.com account and see the new post. Here you can see the post that was generated, and it looks great. The only thing left to do is to set it up to automatically create posts on a schedule. To do that, we'll need to return to the AI Rule Engine application and then click the Schedules menu item for our environment. In here, we'll add a new schedule and specify which rule set should be called, which will be XPost generator. And then we'll add a 6-part in-cron tab expression that will set the schedule. These expressions are very flexible and can be used for all kinds of schedules. For example, I could create an expression that makes it run on the first of every month at 10 a.m. Or I could have an expression that makes it run every hour between 2 a.m. and 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. I'm going to add an expression that will make it run every 3 hours. Once you have the expression you want, save the schedule. At the top of the page, you can see when the next execution will happen out of all of your schedules. If you need help creating an expression, you can just do a search for in cron tab to find examples or have AI like ChatGPT create the expression for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. To start creating your own workflows, go to RuleEngine.ai and create your free account to get started. Thanks for watching.